with so many things like you'll win in this world, but you have to understand that this world ain't for a win in this world ain't a real win. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Like you can kill it here, depending on what you believe in. But if you know or believe that it don't end here, then you know you ain't really win like that.
Of course,
you understand?
Of course. Yeah.
So,
which is why maybe the amount of times you've referenced it about the certain high powerful people. I mean, I joke about it a lot about them like being on like their 5th heart surgery because they don't want to die because they know
they don't want to go to the other side.
On the other side, all the evil they've done. No, we're here, man. We're fucking, bro.
I don't know. We'll see. It's a deep entrance.
We can go back in. Don't worry. I know you're ready. I know your fingers are itching. DJ, I know you're itching, but can we have like a nice pod moment whilst we're just debating and stuff
I'm
about
sorry,
the afterlife?
I'm sorry for breaking it up.
Yeah, thank you, man. Jesus Christ, man's doing Kanta in that. Eager beaver in that. But yeah, I feel like they're trying to run away from the inevitable, innit?
Yeah, man. Like, because when you know what you've done here,
because Prince Philip was like 107 and Donnie was still going to hospital. And I'm like, brother, give up.
Bro, he's like,
it's over, bro.
Nah, he's like,
you're going to hell.
I want to stay.
It's done, bro. You ain't going to heaven.
He had a target to achieve.
What's the target?
To get to 100.
Yeah.
But he didn't, did he?
He was 99. He didn't make it.
Failed.
He didn't keep
that
it
might have
100.
been the karma that we was talking about.
He didn't keep it 100.
Didn't keep 100.
No, could you? Just playing Fredo at the same time.
They ain't one Hannah. They ain't one Hannah.
When I think about Bible, I think about that infamous tweet, R.I.P. Auntie, the evil you've done is enough.
Greatest tweet.
Yeah, platinum tweet. Platinum. And, what's my other platinum tweet? Rejoice. One Donnie had tried to approach her on like even might have been dating app or like in the DM or something about like my chocolate princess, and she replied back, hey, my sizzling samosa.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm on the yeah. Boss. Yeah, give and take, bro. What do you think this is? Yeah, no, don't do my chocolate princess. In fact, relax. Yeah, relax.
One of my favourites was the girl tweeted that she went to swimming lessons and she was drowning.
Yeah.
And her dad was like, "Oh, my dear, rise, don't waste my money."
Oh, yeah. That's a rule. That's a rule. Because I can't come and save you. You know what? You got to learn to swim on the spot.
Wow.
This child's drowning.
Man's first thought is not like, oh, your life. Man said, don't waste my money.
Man said, rise, like she's T'Challa.
He has risen. I can say, "Yo, me day rise."
Rise.
That's
like, you know he's Nigerian.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I love my people, boy. We're gonna get to my people a little bit later as well. We still have music beef.
Let me run tune still.
Yeah, run something, bro.
Personal favorite still.
Yes,
Back when I met her. Yo. What we saying?
We back, man.
Come on.
You know the vibes. Hashtag off the cuff pod.
Come on.
A good honest conversation never hurt anyone.
Yes.
If you're listening for the first time, my name's Fols Forever.
Mr. Vans.
This is episode 298.
Yeah.
Well, I got one right, 298.
Mm-hmm.
Road to 300 is upon us. It's around
Yeah,
the
man.
corner.
Approaching.
Yeah, no, approaching fast.
Fast.
Yeah, fast. But we've got Chrissy in the building, H in the building.
Chrissy Hive.
AKA the colonial enforcer.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to keep it running, we can keep it running. But yeah, no, last week was fun. So shouts out to Latif Sarkar,
Yeah.
who was our guest, YouTuber, skincare influencer,
Mm.
and a decent conversationalist as well.
Yeah, man.
Man was in there trying to rile up the people there and that.
Yeah, he kept us in here for 3.5 hours. So
Yeah, no,
you know,
yeah.
it's jokes.
It ain't gonna be that this week.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know from now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, a lot of people during the week were texting me like, "Rah."
What's my man on?
Be
honest, say what they really said.
Like, does him and Chrissy know each other? Car, like, why was he like on her neck?
Nah, I like that still, man. Good banter, man. He said, I'm stumped. I said, what kid is stumped?
Yeah. Nah, it was funny though. Listening back still.
No, it was good.
It was informative. It was informative.
Yeah.
As well, you know.
The streets are loving you, saying you got good skin and that, you know. Reading YouTube comments and that, babes, and I enjoy the podcast, but I come here every week for Vans.
I swear down, I got a hive.
Yeah. Fuck off.
A little hive.
Man's doing the fake. You're like, look, HG, you seeing this? Don't do this right now, bro. Because I'll start reeling off the aliases and that.
Beehive.
Yeah. The velour pappy, you know. I'm doing fake cover. Oh my God, I can't believe they love me so much.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
These times behind the scene. Fan love.
What?
Do you remember the video clip?
Yeah. Nah, that was embarrassing.
That was hilarious. Doddy was a hotel guy.
Yeah,
I was on his.
It was in Congo. I was embarrassed.
Was it Congo?
I was embarrassed.
Oh, shit.
I was like, so embarrassing.
Davido.
Lads were crying in that. I'm thinking, rah.
And after maybe like a few seconds, they were like, oh yeah, you know how people like, oh God, breathe up.
I was like, look at this guy, man. Do you do that for Fali?
Damn. Whole icon as well.
Oh,
like fairly pooper, you know. How's everyone been though? Everyone had a good week?
Good, thanks.
Yeah.
it's been kind of stressful still.
Okay. Talk to your brother.
Yeah, man. Nah, just
You need to ride
sisters
out?
getting married in it. So this week.
Okay.
So a lot of running around,
Mm.
just bare running around, trying to make sure that you know the days.
I saw an
success.
auntie's trying to flex.
A little bit. Some aunties took me for Uber driver like over the past couple of days.
Okay.
You know, like, oh yeah, can we stop off here? No, we're going to the destination.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And suddenly when you're in the car with it, they start. I realize I need to come pick up this.
Like adding bad like detours and that.
Yeah.
This weren't part of the plan.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Yeah.
But you know, by the end of this week, you know, she'll be married, and I'm happy and that for her, for them.
Yeah.
You know, so my little sister getting married, bro. It's mad.
Any pressure from the family and like the extended family? Like, oh, when is your turn? When are you gonna get married?
Not really.
When are you gonna settle down?
Nah, not really. Like no one's ever approached me like with that question.
Okay.
To be honest.
Do you feel like it might be different because you got a child?
Yeah, maybe. Or like, I can imagine people were thinking like, rah, like what? So no marriage when they found out I was having a child.
Okay.
Oh, from like a traditional point of view.
Yeah, but you know, it was never like enforced.
You missed one step. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing was said. It may have been thought.
Oh, them little subliminal ones.
Yeah, you know, but yeah, man, it's calm. Like at the end of the day, my mum, to my knowledge, never pressured my sisters either, and you know.
Okay, dope. It's nice to hear the other side because that's the traditional thing all the time. Like, there's always that pressure there about, you know, when will you marry?
When will you marry?
Yeah. And these I'm like, bro, you lot honest about when you marry. When we should have had the time to be courting babes and that, you just tell us to read book.
Yeah,
now it's just magic a fiance out of nowhere and that. It's their idea is, well, this is how.
Do you know what? Yeah, they send you to uni and they think that you're gonna come back with a wife.
No, listen, they think you go uni, you're gonna get a degree, become a born again Christian, and then leave uni for a wife.
Them born agains, they were.
Listen.
Anyway, let me just.
Yeah.
Listen, clapping for Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really was.
Was that just can I just one? That's fine. God knows my heart.
You can't just say that and it makes your trashness okay.
Triple entendre. Don't even ask me how.
Come on, man. It works, man. God knows my heart, man.
Stop it.
It's one little cheeky one. That's it, man. But yeah, there was enjoying. But yeah, uni stories. What do we want to get into? So I think last week we was recording. England's playing, innit?
Yeah.
So they beat Germany, which is good. You know, the Whites are happy, healthy, skipping along, and it could be coming home. Are you excited?
It'll be lit. It'll be lit, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, it's just a shame that the past 2 England games, I've missed them.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't able to watch it like live properly anyway, like because the game was on Saturday, and I was out, but I had it on my phone. I was watching it on at the function still.
Oh yeah, I was out watching that, and I've never been kissed by so many men in my life, bro. It's ridiculous, bro.
So, wait, what?
You know,
I get what you're saying,
you know,
man.
yeah,
I get what you're saying, man.
Yeah, come on, we
Celebratory.
Oh, sorry, should I go on pause?
Come here, Fols, I love you.
Are you with the geezers?
Have it? Yeah.
Like on the mouth and that.
Like
Steady, Jesus.
Are you on the lager thing?
I'm not even drinking at a minute, so but no.
Yeah, no, but when you
cheeky
when you
little
were,
beer, but I don't go crazy. You're not gonna see me with the tall pint and that. No. Cheeky little Heineken pour on it.
I've never like understood like the hype of a pint.
Bro, they don't even drink it, bro. They dash it, bro. They go nuts, bro. Yeah. Do you not see the footage of the box park?
Yeah.
I see someone look at the screen, and as soon as go in, they scut that, bro. They skied the drink. I was like, brother, this is that's probably like £8, bro.
Bro, them man don't care, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
It would be nice for England to win. Like,
yeah.
I always act like I don't support them as much, but it really comes from a place of hurt because I've been so invested over the years, where they usually go out super early.
Yeah.
And then add like the elements, obviously the racism and stuff as well, always plays a part.
Yeah.
A man can't act like when the game's on, I'm not invested.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, especially when you're a football guy, especially.
Yeah,
like,
because I'm a football fan, innit?
You're a football fan, so like you're gonna support England, innit? Like I've never not supported England, like in any of their major tournaments. Like, you know, like even though I may have ties to other teams as well, but England will always have I would always want England to do well.
Yeah, because weird. Obviously, us coming from where we come from, there's that element of not feeling British or English enough. Then you go back home, you're not enough for them. So, bruv, where do I belong, bruv? I'm just an alien.
Are you as patriotic as your white teammates?
Or me?
Like, if you were to play for England, like this is what I'm trying to think about the black players because they have a different identity.
I don't know, you know, like it's weird. I'm sure there's people that are very much like they're English, like and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's
absolutely.
dope, like,
but it's like I'm saying, like Saka on the pitch, like he's English, but when he goes back home, he's Nigerian. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
I would like someone like that to be playing for Nigeria because I feel like he would have a longer international playing career for us. Same way, I would love Sterling to be playing for Jamaica, and I think that would do so much for the football team. Whatever level their FA is at, they would have to raise their levels because someone of that magnitude is around. So media hotels wouldn't be an issue. Like they have to do things of a certain standard because it's like I used to love seeing Didier Drogba playing for Ivory Coast. Like like leading from the front line. Innit? Like I get it, like him playing for England. I'm not getting onto him for that, but I would just love to see. And it's not the ones where like, bro, you was never going to get picked for England anyway. It's usually them, man, that wasn't going to get really picked. They'll be like, oh yeah, I was switching my allegiances to my home country. You didn't have a hope in hell, bro.
Bro, a lot of these national teams are thriving off immigration.
Yeah, of course. Same thing with France, bro. Like
France, bro. Like, look, there's only like 3 white dons.
Yeah, I was quite shocked about that.
Yeah. Nah, it's always kind of been that way. You know, Thierry Henry, like Trezeguet, Vieira, Thuram. You know, Wiltord, Desailly, like
and had a lot of prominent French players that were playing in the Prem as well.
Yeah.
So, and if you check all their ethnic makeup, like
Zidane, like
even Zidane's Algerian, isn't it?
Algerian, yeah.
And where's Benzema from?
I think he's either Algerian or Moroccan.
Yeah. So there's that link in it. So it's the same thing, if not worse, actually. Probably over there with France, isn't it? But when the final result came in. I think they beat Germany. Was it 2-0? Am I bugging? Was that the game Kane scored his first goal? Yeah. Yeah. So it started that conversation. Sterling scored the first goal, and then Kane broke his duck, innit? Yeah. And as soon as he scored, like when I was watching back, I was like, of course, he's gonna
wait. What? When you said Kane broke his duck, Chrissy was like, what the fuck?
And I
Oh,
really tried to.
football
I was like, what?
Football
what
terminology.
Oh, you're bamboozled, isn't it?
I was so confused. I was like, I watched that. Nothing was broken. I was like, did he get sent off the pitch?
Nothing was broken. Okay, layman's term, he hadn't scored for a few games,
Yeah.
and it was the first game that he scored.
Why don't you just say that then?
That takes longer than saying he broke his duck.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Thanks for support, guys.
Okay. Just stay out you lot's business, but thank you.
Yeah, stay out men's business, man.
Yeah, go on.
No, so headlines now, innit? Kane, as if he's the hero. Like when he scored, the game's basically done. England was winning anyway.
Yeah.
What's your perception? How do you look at it? Like that whole argument in regards to, the media should be showing Sterling love because he's one that actually scored. He's been scoring. He's probably been our best player throughout the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, people have a case in saying that, but it's the British press. I expect this from them, and it was even the same thing probably back in the Shearer era. Like they weren't really placing light on Andy Cole, Ian Wright. Those were prominent black strikers at the time, innit? But they didn't get that shine, and they couldn't even really get into the England team like that, even though they were, top goal scorers. So it's just a modern day version of that. They were the whole nation has been banking on Kane to do well. He's captain of the team. So even though we were winning, the main looming questions were, when is Kane going to get his opportunity? When is Kane going to score? It was a lot of that more so than we should drop Kane.
Yeah, which is where I was. I was like, listen, this guy ain't playing good at all. Like, he's tired.
Like, it may even be hindering England's flow with having him on because he's not performing. It's not working.
Even in that game when he scored, he weren't lying. When I was like, he wasn't doing much.
But obviously, from a football perspective, we know that form is temporary, class is permanent. So whenever that opportunity occurs for him, you're gonna bet your house on him tucking it away because he's prolific.
Yeah, that I won't argue. And even when you were saying you weren't surprised, like I saw both sides, but I actually was on another angle of the real story is Donny hasn't scored for bare games, so of course him scoring is going to be the bigger story.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I know the consistency of the British press, especially Raheem, because he had that time when they added a word again when they were talking about the whole gun tattoo on his leg,
right? Trying
to position as him of like using a gun before, lying on him, negative press in regards to being in pound land. He's always been the press for negativity and stuff, yeah. So I was like, I know they're not gonna like, oh my god, Raheem, our guy, but in this instance, Kane hasn't scored for how many games? Sorry, if he scores, it's gonna be the story, innit?
Yeah. The whole country was, like I said, man, the whole country was banking on him scoring. Yeah. And then when he started scoring, it's like, oh my gosh, like our saviour's returned. Yeah. Yeah, man. England have like their poster boy players like at every tournament. Back in 2002 with David Beckham. When he broke his metatarsal before the World Cup.
Pray for Becks, it was such a big
and
thing.
They had his foot on the front pages, like, pray for this foot. The whole nation is praying for this foot. Like, I wouldn't see them doing that, something like that for Raheem Sterling.
No.
Like, you know what? I respect Raheem so much, man. Like, ex-Liverpool player. He's gone on to just, like, do amazing things on and off the pitch. Family man as well, man. Like, he's doing his thing, man. Like, he's really getting it.
Of course, yeah.
He's like the OG of all the England young black footballers.
Yeah, definitely.
They all look up to him, man. Sancho, Rashford, even, Saka probably.
He's doing it at a high level when he's at City and he's playing, even though he hasn't had like the highest of high seasons in comparison to like the last season.
He's a multiple Premier League winner. Yeah, undeniable.
No. It's not. Even when they the game when they finished and they asked him, "Do you feel like you justified your place?" And like he almost like sarcastically responded like, "Justified? Like, bro, I'm a starter, bro."
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Check my rap sheet, man.
Yeah. So, if you was in let's say like a Sterling position, who would you play for? Would you play for the home nation or would you play for England?
I don't know, man. It's a difficult choice because, like, you know, like that term, you're only as faithful as your options. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got the sexy thing right in front of you.
Which is what?
England.
I thought he was gonna bet on blacks.
Do you know why? Because obviously they're almost more so guaranteed to make the major tournaments.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like keeping it a buck, because like that one player won't. He may not be able to get his nation to.
No, I hear you.
To a
if
major
you play
tournament.
for England, damn near every Euros and World Cup you're gonna go to.
Yeah.
Whereas if you play for the home nation, you might not even make African nations.
Yeah. Footballers like essentially represent themselves, bro. It's all self-gain because they know that this is how they're gonna get recognized on the world stage and win the top awards.
So you don't think that even on like when it comes to international football, there aren't players there that are still like very patriotic, like
the Italian team.
Yeah,
have you seen them like
Why
singing
were
the
they
national
yelling
anthem?
like that?
Yeah.
Fam,
they look chuffed to bits. They got no black players. They're absolutely loving it, bro.
they're all doing Pavarotti, bro.
And the worst thing about it, since they dropped all the black players and started playing amazing football.
Now, what people are saying that it's bad man that they left out Moise Keane,
Yeah, but still
Balotelli. I don't know where he's gone.
living his best life somewhere in it. So, but anyway, I think you are right. So I'm sure there probably more individuals.
Yeah.
Than I'm giving like credit to, but I do feel like there must be dons that still out that like have bare pride to play for their country.
Yeah, man.
Playing for England,
yeah,
or playing for Nigeria or Ghana or Congo. or whatever.
I do think like these players do have pride in representing England, like for sure.
Yeah,
this is where they built their foundations. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
all the facilities here, like to hone like their talent and becoming who they've become. Like they owe there's that sense of pride there.
So you said the word owe, so you feel like they owe. If you were born here or came here really young and you've been trained by a lot of coaches over here, you've been part of the structure at youth level, semi-pro, Sunday league, whatever, and then you make it, you're from a YTS, you get your first pro, you go through the whole English setup, you get into the Prem, the highest of heights, and then you go, you know what, I'm out. I'm
cutting.
I'm going to play as I hear.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think person then owe.
It's never really. Has it ever really happened to a high profile player that is eligible to play for England and then they're like, nah, I want to play for, I
don't think so.
Where I'm from.
That's what I've said like earlier. Like I would love to see it because I don't think I have seen it.
Yeah.
The players that do it are players that were on the periphery that maybe they've been picked before. Or then they realise, like, you know what? Because I'm sure Victor Moses played for England at like under 21, under 23 level, and eventually started playing for Nigeria, innit? And it's not just to him; it's just something that jumped out to me like straight away. He probably wasn't.
Isn't the same with Zaha as well?
Zaha wasn't. If Zaha had got the move to like an Arsenal, if he was playing for a bigger club, he probably would have got
snubbed the Ivory Coast.
I believe he probably would have got a lot more. He would have probably had more chance of playing for England. And then it'd been on him to pick what he wanted to do because he has played for England at youth level. Yeah, So,
but then it's even happening in the women's football as well.
Okay,
what's the black football player that played for England and she retired because of
Eni Aluko?
Yeah.
Or is she coming back? Is she going to play?
No, but like she played for England, right?
Yeah,
where she could have chosen wherever she's from.
I can't lie to you. I don't know if the Nigerian women's football team is. They got them pounding yam. I don't think they really got them playing football,
bro. Don't do that. Don't do that to them.
No, I don't think it's levels just yet, bro.
Yeah, no, because they've got they're good in athletics.
Yeah, come on.
They always make they always do well in Olympics.
Yeah, no, we do our thing in that space, but I don't know if what the rest of you lot's thoughts are in regards to like patriotism. How patriotic do you feel to England, to the UK?
I'm trying to make money.
In other words, rob this England.
I'm trying to make money. That's it. I can easily make my money here.
Do you know she's serious? She got her glasses sitting
Oh,
here.
shut up. Every week with
Got
my
her glasses.
glasses.
No, that's serious.
Oh
When they
my
got the glasses
God,
sitting
yeah.
up here, and they go to you, I can't find my glasses.
And that's the end of the lie.
So you're just here to make money.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's, and also you have to think, you do have to be selfish in those kind of situations, because yes, you could push your team further,
Yeah.
but I could go to the top. How many people am I going to help? If like, not how many people am I going to help, but how far are we really going to get off the back of just my skill? If it's just me
I hear you.
and everyone else is an average football player, and you've got one person that's an amazing football player, that's not really going to swing things in the balance.
Yeah, and if you're one player playing with bare media players, no matter how good you are, you're gonna start looking crap as well. So it's because you know we always have those hard line like black conversations about what we want to do about togetherness and that. I see both sides. Like what you said is key, is that, and I think there's one bit that's even missed where that person that could maybe go back to the home country and help them out, maybe them just playing for in England, getting to the highest of heights, hopefully getting as much like fame, attention, connections, wealth as possible. When they're retired, can go and do more to help the grassroots, because you're helping at like the development stage rather than trying to fix it when you're already at like, even though like we say, I'm joking saying media, these are still elite athletes who are playing for their nation in competitions. They're playing at a high level, don't get twisted. It's just in comparison to like in England, it's not the same, innit?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. Cause I've heard like Drogba does bare stuff back home and then he's been doing stuff for years.
Bro, that's why they look at him like he's Jesus.
Yeah.
Bro, like I saw a clip once, where he was on a plane, landed back in Ivory Coast, and honestly, it was a parade.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's good to see, man. I love it. I see.
You know when Aladdin first became Prince Ali?
Relax.
That parade, that type of parade.
I see Francis Ngannou go home, the MMA fighter, the guy that's the heavyweight that's knocking everyone out. He went home and it's like, pandemonium. So
Yeah, it's mad, bro. It's mad. It's mad. But you know, like I don't judge any of these players, man. I think it's purely based off competition.
Yeah.
And, you know, wanting to be the best and trying to achieve, you know, you grow up like wanting to win the World Cup and shit. Like you're going to look at the most realistic chance of doing so. And
also adding to that, you could actually feel a lot of attachment to England.
Yeah. And they still get paid national games.
Yeah, but a lot of them do defer their money to charity and stuff as well.
Oh, do they?
That's like kind of an unspoken like rule book you will do. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't everyone. Don't quote me that everyone does it, but
the ones that don't really need it. The ones with the big nowadays. The contracts are, you know, Sancho. You know, big contract.
No, I can't. Like, if I'm Sancho, I'm not deferring that shit. I'm still taking the piece. You lot gave me 8 minutes. I'm taking the piece.
No, but he's playing now. You've just played a full game, bro.
Bro, they gave him nigger minutes the game before that, bro. They gave him hair.
Gosh.
There you go. Come on, bro. Because we've been on them to play him, bro. On them.
Yeah, and look, he done well, man.
No,
Part
listen.
of a famous victory.
Listen,
got the Man United deal, 350k a week.
Bro, if any time it was gonna come home, this will be the time.
Yeah,
I think it's the best chance they have.
Yeah.
Best chance they have.
Yeah,
Best chance.
Italy are playing right now as we speak.
Yeah.
If they win this game, I think they'll go on to win it.
Yeah, I think they're my favourites. Just like from how they're performing, I feel like
the bookies here have England to win it.
Of course they do.
You got to back them, innit? You know, and they want people to.
They're not always back them.
But they want people to spend money in it. Like it's, you know, it is. I love the feel good factor around it. Innit?
Yeah.
When all the goals went in, it was dope. You know, everyone's in a good mood and that. And the spot I was at, like even people that walking past and that, just jumping.
Yeah, people are honking their
nuts.
horns and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like everyone's like people got England flags on their cars at the minute. You know, on their balconies. Just don't go to Bermondsey, man. Might not be safe.
Good old Bermondsey, bro. National Front territory, bro.
There was a time I was my auntie lives in South Bermondsey, and I got on the train like from my parents' house to London Bridge, and there was a train to South Bermondsey, so I ran like running, got on the train, you know when you kind of stop, catch your breath, I looked up, it was just like a mayonnaise army from
Jesus
start to
Christ.
There was so I was actually terrified because I've just now caught my breath. I've looked up and it is just like from pillar to post white men, and you know like the England fans
Okay.
with the like flags and the beers in their hands, and I was like, Jesus be a taser, because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I was really scared.
Jesus be a taser.
Jesus be a taser, because there was nothing else you can do, and it's literally just me. I'm this one black girl, and I'm looking around like I'm still trying to catch my breath. So I'm trying to breathe as like I'm just trying to be as invisible as possible. So I'm like,
But you know the funny thing in them moments, is I understand the because of where you are, because I don't like being around Birmingham. Was it late or was it?
no, like. Early afternoon is right before a match, a Millwall match.
Right
So
what? Nah, you went at the wrong time.
That's what I'm saying. So the Millwall Stadium is in South Birmingham, and that's where I was going to get off as well. So it doesn't just end there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what do I do? But then I thought, if I got off and just stood on the platform, is this just now also asking for trouble? So the whole time I'm like walking to my auntie's house, I'm just like, oh my God.
Jesus is Lord.
Terrified. I was this.
Jesus
scurry.
be a taser.
Wow. That's crazy.
H is impressive. Like, I'm writing that down. if you can put that in a lyric somewhere, oh my God.
Fit that in.
I'd love that. Do you know what I was going to say is, what's funny in that moment is you're probably very much right to feel like, oh my God, petrified, yeah? But the other side of it, I've been bare times you've been in that space where like, all they are is just mad, leery and drunk and just overly friendly. Nothing's actually going to happen. You've been racially abused before? In your face?
Yeah,
in Ireland.
When I first moved to Orpington, these guys were driving in a red Fiat Punto.
Okay, you
and
remember the particulars.
no word of a lie, they threw a double chocolate chip cookie at me and called me a nigger. Out a moving car. So it's like they saw me. I wish I was joking.
Where did it hit you?
No, actually, luckily, it just missed my foot. But you know when you're like, you actually just threw and it was a giant cookie as well. So I just thought, so you really meant that. You really meant that.
Double chocolate cookie.
So you know they're brown because it's like double chocolate chip. Like, nigga! I was like, oh, hardier.
Welcome to the neighborhood, you know.
Yeah, I was like, when we first moved there, we were the only black family for ages, and then there was like a
sounds like an episode family. Of Them.
Yeah, it kind of did feel like that because all the men would like, none of the women worked. All the men would be outside like washing their cars on a Sunday. It was very much like, hello, you all right? And everyone says
that's that
hello.
neighborhood where you got bread.
And people are like, you kind of see like when we first moved in, they'd be like,
a bit jittery around you.
Yeah, just a little bit, and you see them, and they kind of look at you like, "Oh, are you here on purpose? Are you going through somewhere?"
That's not a place I would want to be. Yeah, first of all, I've never like lived anywhere where on a Sunday all the men are out there washing their cars. That is like real suburban shit, bro. On your driveway.
Yeah, but in the
end, niggas don't have no driveway.
But in the end, where I was, it weren't the dads. They were just making their kids wash the cars. Like, oh yeah, Junior, go on. I'm about to wash my dad's car, bro. He saved so much money over the years, bro. And it was on communal tap. It was right beside my neighbour's house, so we play water fights, and someone obviously is not going to close the tap properly, and it would run into our garden, and she'd kick off all the time, kick off. So, but yeah, I wouldn't want to live in that. But that's the messed up thing about possibly, I'm assuming gentrification here, where like it gets too expensive around where you probably grew up and was familiar to you. We got to move further out for more space, more value for money.
It was not that. So what it was is like we were fortunate enough to have more than enough space. Like my brothers and I, we all had our.
It's got bread.
Oh my God! Like my brothers and I, we all had.
Hove is best of both.
I could fight you lot.
He said, "Oh, types of bread."
So modest about it. Yeah, we were fortunate enough to,
I got
oh my God!
bread,
can I tell my story?
Butter bread. Sorry.
So we had space, but then when we moved, my brothers were, I was maybe like 13 and 11 or so.
Okay.
And that was a point in time where knife crime was really on the up in London. So my parents were just like, let's just go where we could find somewhere where we could have more space for, like, you definitely did get way more value for money. And it meant that my brothers could go to like they could still go to a really good school, and it just seemed like
that fear was gone.
Yeah, it just made a lot more sense. So when we moved, although like at first we did get funny looks and stuff, I do feel that for my brothers it was safer, and I think because of the way that my brothers looked as well.
You said they're both quite tall, aren't they?
Yeah, they're tall. They both got locks. They are, and like the little one. I mean, he's not little, but he looked older than he was for a long time. So there's been times when, like, we were legit going to church on a Sunday morning, came through Peckham Station, and we got stopped. So the police dog has like come up to my little brother, and I'm saying to the man like, he's 12 years old, and they're like, no, but the dog wouldn't, like, the dog has smelt something. You know, when you're just like, this is bullshit. So they could really, really, really easily be a target. So it just made way more sense for them to move, and it made my parents feel a lot safer as well, because if they came home late or they were out with their friends, it just felt a lot safer there.
I don't knock it, bro. Like, I'm not mad at any parents. A lot of my boys that got kids now, that's a conversation that we're having, innit? You know, and like a lot of those boys were with me on Saturday and was watching the football, innit? And saying the same thing, like, and their children are like between like 1 and like 3, so they still got bare time, but already they're saying from now they're moving, you know. And yes, it'd be great if we stuck around and we helped, you know, fix the neighborhood and that. But charity begins at home. Yeah. You know, and what your kid's gonna say to me is out here doing activists and that, but they're still in the ends. It sounds horrible to say out loud, but like it's a real thing, and a lot of people I think can resonate to that. You know, so what shout out to your parents, man. And so the conclusion we draw from this is that you filthy rich.
Oh my god, nobody said that.
And he's like trying to make me and Vans buy you Snickers. The cheek of you, women, bruv. I can't believe this, you know.
You're actually
Are you
mad.
hearing this, Vans?
You're mad.
I was assuming that, uncle just doing it because of gentrification. He's like, you know, to be honest with you, I've got a garden already, but
she was like,
I need 2 of them things.
Foles was like, yeah, you know, gentrification, like that's why you're moving out. Like, nah, it wasn't that.
See that cool story. There was over there enjoying, you know, like how the other half live, and they have to come back to Pecks and slummy. I know what you come Peckham for, to go to church.
Yeah, I was going to Oakham Road.
Exactly. Come into the end to go to church and I'm getting stopped. And you know he's ringing his dad like, I can't believe I'm going back. Live your best life, man.
But I hated it though, because I think I was just about to turn 16 when I moved up there. So I didn't go to school around there, like secondary school, but my brothers did. And I went. So
they got to integrate properly, innit?
Yeah, I went to college in Richmond because I decided which college I was going to go to before we moved. So I didn't have any friends in the area. So whenever I'd come home, it just didn't feel like home to me. Like I didn't have my friends or anything. So I just had to learn to drive quick fast because we lived in the middle of like bumfuck nowhere.
Bumfuck.
Like honestly. So yeah.
Richmond, you know. Yeah, my mum was on it, but I had to. One thing, my mum, she's had 2 instances in life where she put her foot down and I couldn't say nothing. So secondary school, I wanted to go charter with all my mates that were from. I wanted to go there, but she's like, nah. This is her. If they're your real friends, they'll stay your friends.
Fair.
I was like, you know, mum, you make a valid point, but I want to go to school with my mates. Like and also Catholic school. She's like very adamant. Like, Catholic school, they're gonna be on point. That's where fucking PYG started. Fucking on badness, bruv. But I went anyway, and then 6th form. Now she was adamant I wasn't gonna go to a college. I was gonna go to a 6th form. She's like, okay, because you know they've got a school there. It's probably more prestigious than that. And I think one of her friends in church, their daughter had been the head girl at the college I ended up going to. So she's like adamant I was going there, innit? I was just like, Mum, like my brothers are getting Christ the King, they're going Richmond, they're getting SFX and that. Like, I want to see things, bro.
Oh my god.
SFX.
If nothing worse than being on the train with your brothers, they all go. You just wave them off. They all go to college together. Like, you're just there.
Bye.
Yeah. I basically went to
Richmond had a couple of things.
Oh yeah. But then same thing you were saying with regards to like your parents and your brother's safety. When I was hearing about them having people pulling up outside college for them and that, and I'm just here,
bro,
chilling at my 6th.
See when I went Richmond, yeah,
with my friends that listen to Amy Winehouse and that, just relaxed,
bro. See when I went Richmond, yeah, there was an era,
yeah,
where dons were converting at an alarming rate.
Oh, to Islam?
yeah, and I had a beard the next day.
Were they using beard oil as well?
But I've been using beard oil.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you should have, if only you listened back then. Yeah.
Maybe I should have converted. I would have.
Relax. You're stepping on land. You're stepping on dangerous territory right now.
Whoa, what was you gonna say?
What?
I'm stepping on what?
Relax.
Whoa.
Your brakes.
Whoa.
I do remember that area. You remember SMS and that?
Yeah, bro. Like there was one time, on the train back from Twickenham, and we were I was bridging with one of the junction youths.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were on the train. We get to junction, and a couple members just stepped towards like the train and that, and were staring into the window, innit? And I'm thinking, rah, like it's techie. But then obviously my guy that was next to me was like, yo, wagwan, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
and he was like, wagwan too, bro.
I was like, I ain't in my side of town.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hate when I used to hear the stories. Like, bro, you're going, the college itself is off ends completely.
Yeah.
So the journey there and back is always techie because...
Yeah, it could get techie.
Yeah, bro. We're not saying people like pull outside SFX and cry sing. I was just that, You know, you come home and you just hug your mum tight and she doesn't know that why you hugged her, but...
Yeah, niggas were
only
definitely
you knew,
pulling up.
He was right.
Niggas were definitely pulling up.
Yeah.
I've seen a guy get booted off the train. Like they dragged him off the train.
Yeah.
Like there's...
So how the racist Chelsea fans did that white guy, the black guy, sorry.
Yeah.
In
Paris.
There's some beef happening, I don't know, but at some point during Twickenham and Clapham Junction, they've pulled the emergency thing. So obviously everyone's come flying on the train. It's like skrrr. So everything is kicking off. They get the train going again, and then they carry on scrapping. But now they've booted one guy off the train, but his friends are still on the train. So now like the doors are closing, and they've just all like rushed
like,
this guy.
When the train stopped, was it at a platform?
Nope.
So he fell onto the tracks?
No. Yes, sorry.
It was on the platform.
So yeah, he got kicked off like as the train like pulled into the platform. Doors
right.
They're scrapping. Then they've kicked him off the train because the doors are about to close. They're closed.
Right.
His friends are still on the train. He's on the platform.
That's peak.
Very peak.
They did him a favour then. If everyone's still scrapping on the train, you can go home safe, bro.
He's missed out on the majority of the scrap.
No,
because he got taken out early.
No, the boys are like his enemies, if you will. Yeah. It's just him and all the other people.
Right.
Because his friends are still on the train.
Okay.
So he's by himself.
But
that's not the situation you want to be in.
But his enemies still on the train, or?
No, they're with him.
Are they got off to it? Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Shouts out to his friends on the train then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No,
they go away.
Yeah, the way
better
was
next time,
that they booted him off the train, because that's me.
No.
Better luck next time, nigga.
You did me a favour, bro. I'm legging it, bruv.
No.
And this is the era of like maybe not even having like Google Maps. So you could be in any end.
But the thing is that it's not even like it's a tube stop away. It was the big trains, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the next stop is probably fucking from Richmond to
Vauxhall or something.
Yeah, like.
Have you ever been the screamer babe in that moment? Oh my God, Femi, stop!
Nah,
screamer babe,
bro, screaming out governments.
I know him. He never usually acts like this.
No,
he comes from a good home.
That does not concern me. Bro. I'm facing front and I'm going home.
Yeah.
All of that excitement's not for me at all.
Yeah, listen, I was at a party with like where Bear Rappers was at, and there was a little altercation at the end, and I'm like, rah, like, how do I know these rappers like government names now? Because one babes was just yelling it.
Jason!
Always babes, bro.
Rah, I swear down, that's your name.
Yeah, bro. They just want to make everyone know that they really know you that were in that. Like.
Never been me.
Have you ever been there? Have any of your partners ever like fought in front of you or had an altercation? You can just say for yourself, I've always dated good youths.
No, like there's been like a little.
What's that?
Little tussle. Not like, you know, when it's just like things are like heating up and then it just doesn't happen.
Okay.
But no, never like a full blown. Not full blown scrap. I've seen my dad beat a parking attendant.
Yeah. I want to punish your dad. He sounds like an interesting guy.
I've seen my dad beat a parking attendant. Like he
was it like a festival of slaps, or was he? Did he punch him out?
Yeah.
Let's not incriminate Pops.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yes, there was he's a man in the cloth, but he's got these hands. So.
Oh, Holy Ghost hands! Yeah. Come on.
I remember babes
So
telling me
ridiculous.
that she went on a date and her date got rushed.
Oh, come on, man. That's my worst fear. Where'd you go after that, bro?
But he came back,
Oh, and skied it.
scooped her, went home to get changed, and they went on their date.
This was before the date.
Yeah, as they were meeting up.
No, you need to sit on him a heel.
He got into an altercation with a man, and then the whole community came up and rushed him.
And she still went on the date.
Because like she said, yeah, that like they were rushing him in that, yeah, and like they ended up so far away from where they were initially, and then she's just there like sitting in his car.
Oh.
Okay.
So she kind of had to wait.
I thought you meant like.
And then he came back, hopped in the car, and he was like, yeah, I need to go home and change.
Got some stains on my top. You know,
What would you do though? What would you do?
If my babe said like, "I'm sorry, I'm late. I got rushed."
Or if you got rushed in front of you?
Would that give you the ick?
Yeah.
Women are trash.
And I know it's bad. I
Women
know
are
it's
trash.
bad,
He
but
got
it's like,
rushed. He was outnumbered.
At your big age, you couldn't defend yourself.
What?
Like
He was
17 guys.
And so,
what?
TV are always add extra numbers. They're like 4 man. They're like 25 man.
Bro, because when about 4 men are punching, it feels like, bruv,
no,
like
of
100
course, like,
punches, bro.
let me be serious now. If he's getting rushed,
Yeah.
like let's. be
You're capping. You
sensible.
probably try and jump in.
100%.
Yeah. And then
100%.
break your glasses.
Oh, what is your problem with my fucking glasses?
Because I can see it now.
Glasses.
Because at her core, Chris is a real one, isn't it? And she's the kind of babes that would unfortunately get like have a small cocoa by for helping trying to stop you like rushing her. Like could be your guy, one of your male friends. You're not if someone's trying to beat mum, you're not just standing there.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you're not.
no.
I know you're not doing that. You're not
I'm
doing
not,
that.
No. I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
But just take off the glasses before.
Yeah, put them in my bag.
Yeah,
Secure it in the bag.
go with matching cocos and that, you know.
Bonnie and Clyde.
So she still went on a date and that.
Still went on a date, man.
Was
He
it a good
came
date?
back. That's willpower. That's resilience.
Yeah,
He wanted to achieve that goal.
yeah.
But was the scrap his fault in the first place?
Yeah, I think it was like an argument that started in the shop and spilled out as he was trying to get back into the car, and then they started scrapping, and then obviously the Donny must have been off that community, and then
So like, you're just picking a random fight with strangers off ends.
it was probably just started off as a verbal exchange and then just escalated.
Yeah, his decision making isn't good, man.
Yeah, you need to have like discernment.
I knew he was gonna use that word. There we go.
Yeah, that's what you need to have because
Could you keep your cool like that, Fols?
What?
If you get into a verbal exchange with a Donny
Mm.
and like obviously he's overstepping the mark, wouldn't you want to punch him up?
Yeah, well, but I've mellowed out a lot, and I just have to assess the situation. Like football time, I check my shoulders. I've got to look around, and I've got to be prepared. Like I've got to and I'll probably try and stay very, very. You'd have to do in that moment. You'd have to do a lot to get me riled up in it. Like I don't really start fights.
Of course, but it's like it depends on whether you get to the point where you feel threatened.
And if I feel threatened, I'm going to defend myself. But like, even I still need something like. It has to be a small, like a nudge or push, something, innit? Like, I don't think I've swung first with someone in ages, bro.
Yeah. And the thing is because the thing is that, like, it could get into a verbal exchange where you're now right in front of each other, and then the Donny oversteps the mark by trying to point on your chest.
Okay, yeah, that gets techie. But the extra thing is that your babes is sat in the car waiting for you, innit? And you know you're going on a date and that.
First date.
Yeah.
But
First
then
date as well.
I'd just be like, you couldn't control your temper.
Okay, one of them babes.
Yes, no.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
I'm sat
he's
in
got
the
ADHD.
Because the thing is that, like, you're not anticipating that happening on a date. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what could have Donny been arguing about in the first place?
This is my point. Like, what? I just feel like you have to look at the whole situation. Was it worth it? You're off end. You've got a babes waiting for you in the car. Is proving that you're not going to let this guy mug you off really worth everything that happened, because now you look like a dickhead. You got rushed and you got to go home and change your shit.
And you know as well, yeah, I'm capping. I would have taken the bad up because she's in the car. She can't see. Let's be honest. Most man, okay. I mean,
if the windows,
boss, listen, I'll be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, but
like, I got a sweet one waiting on me. You got this one, yeah. How much for the chewing gum? I'm planning lips in later. Can I get some Mentos? You know,
Mentos.
help a brother out here.
But the
I
thing
beg
is,
of him and I'll cut. But if she was right beside me,
yeah, okay, ego kicks in. But
yeah,
if
of
she's
course.
in the car, then
I know. Yeah,
right,
take the bad up, bro.
man.
Take the bad up.
and the thing is that like, what if she's in a car and the windows are down and she can actually hear the conversation?
Oh, let's stop getting ridiculous. Man's acting, adding bit extra caveats and stuff. No, allow me, man. It's how we're so weak as men, bro. Because we really care about how our women view us, isn't it?
Yeah, but the main part of the story is that Donnie came back, hopped in a whip, and was like, I need to get changed, and then let's continue this date.
What's
So
your sweet one?
skate over the fact that he got rushed.
If you don't address it, I don't need to address it.
Okay.
But
So
like-
Let's focus on important things.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what if you were in a car? What would you have done? Like left the car and just walked home.
No, but my thing is, my main issue is what could have possibly happened between you getting out of the car and going to get gum.
But why are you
Now
asking
the
those
rush.
questions at the time where the Donnie's just
Obviously,
come back
I'm not-
bruised and battered?
No, but she
I
has
need
got
to
a valid
know.
point of
Like,
like,
why?
if this is our first date, yeah. Is this going to be regular? Are you someone that has issues on road? Like, are you living that kind of lifestyle?
It's
That
our
would be the kind of
first
thing, innit?
date, and
Yeah.
what was happening? You could not control your temper to the point where you got rushed. Maybe she might have firmed it for that day. If it was me, might just like, all right, cool, you need to go home. But after that, I'm all right. So for someone to be coming and like badding me up while I'm eating my pasta,
Do you know what I know Chris would have done? She would have, in that moment, should have made a decision. She's definitely ordering the most expensive thing on the menu when they get to the restaurant.
Don't make me look like a hungry babe, please. Then I'll flex and
No,
pay for myself.
it's first date. He's paying.
But the thing is,
Don't
that,
tell me
like,
you're out here paying on the first date.
there's babes out there that will find that shit attractive.
What that?
That you're out here getting active in the streets.
Yeah. Oh my god, I see him. He fought 5 guys. Fair. Hey, it's hilarious, bro. But God willing, none of us will be in that situation. I don't wish that on any of my brothers. or my
Yeah,
sisters,
man.
You know, so yeah, that's mad. I couldn't do it. Definitely. Even now, I'm just there. I'm taking the bad up in the store and I'm bouncing. So
Road rage will get you as well,
Oh my
bro.
god, what took you so long? The queue in there,
Bro.
Corona, the
That's
mask, it's
crazy.
mad in there.
Road rage might get you as well.
And see, and then you defer the anger to someone else and that.
Yeah.
Just take your bad up, man, and go about your day, man. It's the best for everyone, innit? So,
Nobody above bad up.
yeah, nobody above bad up.